something a little bit lighter now. I actually spent 5 years doing kids music. I started this little label called Brainy Tunes and put out 5 award-winning kid CDs. And I sort of hit my stride recently when I started writing spooky songs. And it's a kid song, but it's also kind of a grown-up song. It's about how you never really know people until you see them at their very worst. There's a very strange man living on my block, and I'm not an easy one to shock. But I was looking out my window on a moonlit night when I saw an unusual sight. It was Mr. Franconi from across the street. He was chewing on a piece of meat. He was on all fours. It was kind of weird, and I noticed that he'd grown a beard. I got more nervous the more I looked, and I saw that the piece of meat was not cooked. And the sounds I made, I ran from the window and I pulled the shade. I picked up the phone and called 911. The lady said, "Does he have a knife or a gun?" I said what I saw, and she said that's all, and she gave me another number I should call. I went back to the window, but he was gone, and so was the piece of meat on his lawn. I talked to myself, I finally said, he finished his dinner and he went to bed. So I went to bed too, but I did not sleep, because I thought I heard something creeping up the stairs toward my room. Pushed a chair against the door and my big dresser too. I thought I heard a growl, I thought it wasn't him. The sun came up and he never came in. I went downstairs and made some tea and tried not to think about Mr. Franconi. This represents the passage of time.
Diminished. Always good for that.
Weeks went by, everything seemed fine, and I saw my neighbor sometimes. He was going to work, mowing his lawn. He was walking upright and his beard was gone. But a few days later when the moon was full, well, I thought maybe it was just too much Red Bull. Mr. Franconi was running all around. He was barking at the moon, he was scraping at the ground. He was not chewing on a piece of meat, so I threw a pack of hot dogs at his feet. My window, because I thought that he might get hungry and eat my cat. Oscar! But I knew right away that this was dumb, because he looked up to see where the hot dogs came from. I ran from the window and down the stairs, but Mr. Franconi was waiting there. Yikes! He stood in the kitchen and he blocked the door, and he waved his arms and he made a big roar. Foam was flying from his big red tongue, and then I realized he wanted hot dog buns. Went to the fridge and he helped himself to mustard and relish and everything else. Made a big mess on the kitchen floor. Then he went home and I locked the door. 6 months later, well, things have changed. My neighbor's still a little bit strange. But now there are no howls or midnight feedings. He takes medication and he goes to meetings. And he's really sorry for all he did, even though he can't remember it. And he says he's changed, and I know he's tried, but I'm still gonna keep my cat inside.